The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. If you go to my house right now, you're going to see artificial turf everywhere. I have a big tree. We couldn't grow any grass. I love artificial turf. What else can you do to improve the outside of your house? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. Before we begin, my commitment to you this year, two things. Number one, if you're thinking about selling your home, you need to know what it's worth. You want to know what you can actually sell it for, so you know once you close how much cash you're going to get. I will send a real estate agent to your home to tell you exactly what it's worth. Or if you have an interest rate above 6%, I want you to call the phone number on the screen as well to reset that rate for both of those, 407-205-0400. Now, the opening statement. We have a war in Iran. The stock market is up and down, but you want to invest some money. How do you properly invest in real estate, and how do you get started? A great question, a question that we're going to answer by asking real questions. Kick it off today. My good friend, real estate extraordinaire, agent extraordinaire, Jason Seda. What's up, Jason?
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Good to see you.
I want to invest in real estate, right?
Yeah.
What do I do? And is commercial real estate a good option for investing?
It is actually. You know, we've been getting a lot into purchasing land.
Yeah.
And what we do is we go find land that's agricultural, right? Because it's pretty much you're going to get the best bang for the buck. And you want to try to find an area that where it's, you know, just outside of the city, to where it can be rezoned into commercial. You know, because once you rezone it, the value can quadruple or triple, you know, either or. That's another investment. I mean, multifamilies, it's a buyer's market right now, you know. I mean, yeah, the stock market is going up and down, but considering it's a buyer's market, it's like buying stocks at the low right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, an investment property would be amazing as well, residential property. I mean, you know, I have a package of 4 units right now that I'm selling, which we'll be talking about shortly, but you know, real estate's always going to be the stronghold, I believe. You know, it's kind of like the stock market.
Well, real estate agents are a dime a dozen. It doesn't matter what agent I choose, right?
No.
Well, but I do believe some people think that. They're like, well, I'm selling my house or I'm buying a house. You just go to MLS and anyone can do that.
Yeah.
It's not true.
No. I recommend any person that's selling their property to really investigate who they're going to hire, because there's 2 types of realtors. There's one that just throws it on the market and lets it sit. And then there's one that actually markets the property in many different ways. You know, and you know, it's the way you market the property really, and the value's everything, right? So you want to make sure it's priced correctly. I've been seeing a lot of properties overpriced and sitting on the market for too long.
You've seen a lot of clients who have gone from owning 0 real estate to owning multiple properties, sometimes even multiple commercial properties. What would you advise someone who has never really invested in real estate? Yes, they own their house, they own their primary home, but they've never invested in real estate. How would you advise them on getting started?
You know, there's a lot of programs out there, believe it or not, that the government actually can help out on these things, but realistically, find a property that you can get the equity out of the deal, you know? Some of them priced, you know, sometimes 30% of the market, to where you can pull some of the money out of the equity as for the down payment. You know, or even closing costs. So that's another angle you can take as well.
How do I decide if I'm going to flip or if I'm going to rent and hold?
So again, buyers and sellers market, right? If there's a lot of inventory, it's a buyer's market. I mean, hands down. So you want to hold on to the properties at this time. But when there's no inventory and there's a lot of demand, then you know what? That's sometimes, okay, look, you know, I don't want to hold on to these properties anymore. I want to reinvest. Those are the times you really want to sell.
Let's go to commercial for a second. So let's talk to the business owners out there, people who've owned their business for a few years. They're just, a lot of business owners rent. You always hear, if you're for your primary home, buy. But when it comes to a business owner, you don't often hear buy. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that we're so passionate about owning your home, but for a business owner, not owning their location?
I believe it fits the same glove.
Yeah.
You have to own it, because You know, I have a client that's renting a 30,000 square foot warehouse paying, you know, tens of thousands of dollars a month, which can be going towards a mortgage paying down and equity being built in his warehouse. You know, you're giving that money to somebody else. So I look at the same as renting a house to renting a business. Own the building that you have your business in, own the home that you were living.
If I'm buying a house, down payment could be 3.5%, 10%, whatever. When I'm buying a commercial property for my business, what down payment should I be expecting?
So it's a lot more in commercial. Commercial lending is a little different than residential, of course. You know, you're looking 20 to 30% down on average. But you know, the little trick to that is find a good property that you're going to be able to get at a good deal. So, you know, once you get appraised value, you have enough equity in the house where you can pull out that money at the table. The seller will give you the credits. Say, okay, look, you don't have, you know, 20% of it. I tell you what, we'll take it out of the deal and put it as the down payment. That's been the trick of the game, really. For those who are, you know.
Absolutely. If you'd like to talk about investing in real estate, Jason would be happy to talk to you. 407-205-0400. You're one of the rare agents who is actually very, very good at residential and commercial. It seems like most of the people really are only good at one. You've managed to be great at both. A lot of years of experience, too.
Yeah, no, I've been in the game for quite some time, about a good 20 years, between mortgage and real estate, so I know the both ends of the game. But, you know, it's I was thrown into the commercial game selling gas stations. You know, I had the opportunity to, you know, one of my clients owned a few of them, and I learned the business, and from there it just tumbled off, and now I'm selling land, warehouses, of course, gas stations, multifamilies, and it's pretty diverse. It is a dog-eat-dog world if you don't know what you're doing, but you can make a lot of money.
I always hear gas station owners complain to me that they make no money off of gas. They're like, oh, you're making so much money, the fuel prices are up there. We don't make any money. We make money selling like the corn chips inside. Is that true?
So that's a lie.
You've been lying to me.
Sorry, gas station owners, I'm calling you out right now.
Really?
So I have one right now in Spring Hill that's priced up there in the millions. And it probably pumps about 100,000 gallons a month. And they're making an average of 60 cents, 40 to 60 cents a gallon.
Really?
You know, so
they
you
have been lying to me all this time.
Yes, and that's not including the convenience store, what they can make. I mean, the profit margin can be, you know, it's you can add a little store in there, you know, a little coffee shop, you know, you have the detail. There's a lot of added value to gas stations, particularly the one that I have right now. It's like a little plaza, so they have 3 other businesses renting out in that plaza. So there's a lot of money that you can make with the gas station.
Let me ask you a question. You stop to get gas, you're going to go inside and get a snack. Are you more of a soury, sweet tart kind of guy, or are you a beef jerky guy? What is Jason Seda's snack when he stops to get gas?
Sorry to say this on public TV and national TV. Hostess cupcakes.
Oh, really?
I'm a Hostess cupcakes guy. Reese's Pieces, too.
Okay.
I'll do that. But yeah, the gummy bears, so all 3. I'm gummy bears, Reese's Pieces, and Hostess cupcakes.
I'm 47 years old now, but I still like the...
Can't eat that no more, but yeah.
No, I still like the friggin' the like Sour Patch Kid things.
Listen,
do I ever grow up?
My daughter got me back into Sour Patch Kids. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a whole bag of them in my house right now.
My wife makes fun of me, but I don't care. I want to see this property down in Kissimmee, Harbortown. A very interesting property.
Yes, 2382 Harbortown Drive. This is a villa. It's like the border of Kissimmee, St. Cloud area. They built this in '97. This community, it's pretty nice. They come with a little backyard on the side. It's a 3-2, a little over 1,100 square feet. They're going for about $289 a piece. I have actually 4 of them for sale. So you can buy them as a package for $1.156 or $289 individually. And they're renovated.
A beautiful place, too.
Yeah, they get about $1,800 to $2,000 a month in rent, which 3 out of the 4 are rented right now.
Could be a great investment as well.
Yes.
So if you'd like to see these properties, 407-205-0400. I also like those little nerd things, the balls.
The gummy bear with the nerds on it.
I could eat the whole bag.
We're going to get yelled at by our family.
Jason Seda, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you again, too, man.
Absolutely. Here's what we'll do, a very quick break. When we return, You Have Real Estate continues. You have a piece of land, you want to build a custom home. Should you? And where do you turn? That answer is very easy for me. We turn to Chad Newberry Homes every time. You've done so many homes from ground up, but I think the most important thing for me is you do the design and the build at Newberry Homes.
Yeah. It kind of separates us from a lot of the custom home builders in the market. A lot of people come to us and because they have an idea of what they want to do and they want their GC and their architecture team sitting at the same table to help design the house and kind of stay in budget.
Yeah, when it comes to any contractor, trust, Lisa, is the most important part. We see so many people in Florida run away with people's money. They've been around for a long time, very trustworthy.
Very. I mean, like it's impeccable. Again, that's why I moved being general real estate for 25 years into this, because of the genuine approach that they have with everybody, the contractors they have, all the way down to the buyers.
I love what you've created. And if you want to learn more about custom home building, we've created the Custom Home Workshop. A QR code is on your screen right now. You can learn all about it. Chad, Custom Home Workshop, tell me about it.
Yeah, we get a lot of people inquiring about the custom home process and wanting to learn more. And I kind of finally took the initiative to reach out into the community and actually sign people up. And so I spend several hours teaching a class, teaching people what to expect in the custom home process and what the right mindset is so that it's an enjoyable experience. And then we made it fun with some interactive aspects with like Legos and stuff like that to really understand the whole process from start to finish.
It's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Chad. If you are thinking about building a house, maybe you have a piece of land you want to build on. Maybe you don't have the land yet, but you know you want a custom home. There's one place to turn. Newberry Homes, QR code on the screen. Check it out today. If you go to my house, you look outside, you're going to say, wow, it looks clean. Because here's what happened. All right, we have this huge tree. We could not grow grass, period. I call it DelaTurf, and we have artificial turf throughout my yard. I love it. It looks perfect. It cleans up nicely. The dog loves it. And I have a putting green. The man responsible for it is here with me today, Ryan Church with DelaTurf. Thanks for what you did for us, by the way. I love it. You know, I love it. I literally practice my putting outside. My putting has improved, but it's way more than the putting green. It's really just aesthetically so pleasing. And you saw the tree that I have back there. There's no way I could grow any grass. The artificial turf is such an amazing way to clean up areas like that.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, when in a scenario where you have trees, you just can't grow grass. This is a great alternative. You know, it's great for pets, it's great for you, great for kids. You know, you get out there and putt. Obviously, that helps you short game. That's everyone's downfall. So
it almost feels like it was a constant struggle to keep putting seed down there in the parts of the yard that you couldn't grow. It was a constant struggle. Now, once you have artificial turf, it's there. It feels like forever.
It really is forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't grow. It doesn't die. You don't have to mow it, water it, fertilize it. You don't have to replace it because it dies or turns brown or anything like that. So
even when we have storms, the cleanup of the artificial turf is so easy after a storm, and you can walk out there and it almost feels dry right away.
Yeah, that's the major plus with turf is anything that falls on top of it typically kind of sits on top. So you could take a small handheld leaf blower in a lot of cases and just blow everything right off the top.
That's exactly what we do. My wife does. I shouldn't admit that, but I've never done it. She does it. She likes to, she likes to do the outside things. A very small leaf blower blows it right away. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's an awesome feature, obviously, for those who don't have time to do their yard. That makes it super easy.
We have a 72-pound dog named Stella, who we love, and we were a little bit concerned about, because the dog goes out 5-6 times a day or whatever, we were concerned about how she would react to the turf. She loves it. How common is it for the animals to love the turf as well?
That is extremely common, actually. Typically, whenever we finish a job, those dogs are out there playing on it immediately. And the plus with us is we have a way to cool the temperature of the turf if it is in a full sun condition with an infill called T-Cool. So it will reduce temperatures by up to 50 degrees in extreme cases.
Yeah. And it's not just turf that you do, not just turf you did for us. You have pavers, you do driveways, you do outdoor kitchens, a little bit of everything when it comes to your outdoor living at the house.
Yeah, so when you say outdoor living, that's really what we do. I mean, we can do pavers, we can do pergolas, we can do outdoor kitchens, we can do artificial turf, putting greens, even indoor golf simulators, as you know.
I'm getting one of those soon for sure. There's a QR code on the screen actually right now for DelaTurf. Ryan would be happy to come out, see what kind of a project you have. And Ryan, I like a lot of the people who have called you, who have watched the show, they start with one thing and kind of build on it. You don't have to do the whole house all at once. You must have seen a lot of your customers who start kind of small and then just keep adding.
Oh yeah, that's a very common thing where we'll start maybe, a little small portion of the backyard and then they'll call us back maybe 6 months to a year later and say, hey, okay, we're ready to do the next part of this phase, basically.
Yeah. When it comes to artificial turf, I heard there are 2 new products you have constantly upgrading.
Yes, so we do have 2 new products. They are really nice products. One is called K9 Pro, the other is called St. Augustine, and they are both a mesh back turf. Now the difference between those and, let's say, regular punch hole turf is the drainage rate is super high. So for instance, punch holes, you got about 28 inches per yard per hour. on a mesh back, you have 900 inches per yard per hour.
Yeah, I'm so excited for what's coming up upstairs here at WKMG. A new sports show literally brought to everyone by DelaTurf. What do you think?
I think it's awesome. We're super excited to, be helping out with the project and, hopefully getting some good recognition out of that as well.
Absolutely. All right, last thing, and I think this is so important for people who live in Florida who have a house, outdoor kitchens. I mean, it changes families because you can spend so much time outside cooking and spending time together as opposed to going to a restaurant. Tell me about outdoor kitchens.
Outdoor kitchens, that's a great feature, for anyone who loves the outdoors, obviously. But also, like, let's say you're cooking something that you don't really want to stink up the house.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you got a way to kind of get that outside. And there's a lot of different features that we can put into those. They're very customizable.
Or if your wife burns things, let's be honest. You don't want to smell up the house. Ryan Church, always a pleasure, brother. Good to see you.
Thank you,
QR
man.
code on the screen. Give this man a call. Free quote for you. You Have Real Estate continues. Let's continue our talk about investing in real estate. I think if you're looking to become a real estate investor, the place that you choose to invest is very, very important for how it's going to end up for you in the long run. Let's ask Elisha Lopez, Real Broker. Hi, Elisha, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you.
You know the Marion County market better than anyone on this planet, let's be honest here. The Marion County market is still significantly less than the market here. When someone is trying to get into real estate investing, what do you tell them? Should they look at townhouses, condos, single-family residences, commercial? When someone comes to you and says, look, I own my house, but I want to get into real estate investing, what do you tell them to do?
So do it.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't something good to do, then nobody would be doing it. So obviously it's a great source of income and it's a great way to secure, in a sense, like your future and growing your portfolio and all of those things. But everybody's going to be different, because if you have zero real estate experience, like whatsoever, like I'll get sometimes a potential client that they've never even purchased a home.
Really?
And so it all depends on like their level of understanding, I think, to where they should start on the investing.
I've seen a lot of these people who have these networking groups or these motivational speaker type things about how to invest in real estate. Are those kind of like BS? Or, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but you know what I mean? You pay $500 to go to this conference room at the World Marriott or something. What do you think of those events?
I think a lot, actually.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I'm talking about,
no,
right?
100%,
I'm trying to be polite.
I get it. Yeah. And the thing, like the person hosting it,
Yeah.
absolutely, they're making money, because I think the statistics are like 90-something% of people that, go to a seminar, buy a program, like they never actually do it and follow through. So that's one reason they don't work. And another interesting fact is that the people hosting it, most of the time, like they've never done and been successful at what they're teaching. It's just like on theory. And so that's a huge problem.
I've had a lot of people come into my firm to file bankruptcy because some of these big seminars will charge you $20,000, $30,000 to learn their secret sauce or whatever, and literally have applications for credit cards right outside there. So they're like, whoa, you don't have 20 grand on you. You can just apply for a credit card right here, apply for a loan to pay for the seminar. It's really sickening.
Oh yeah, like they just prey on that dream of like, oh, if I just do this, like it'll be easy. And we know that everything worth it is not easy. If it's hard and you got to put in the work and then you're being taught correctly. And I just always tell everyone, who's teaching you?
Sure.
And that comes right back, like even with real estate, when you're an agent, who's teaching you? Because if who's teaching you hasn't done it, how are you going to learn from them?
And then a lot of people will watch these flipping shows on TV, like House Flip this, House Flip that. And for someone who's never done a flip, and they come to you and they say, look, I want to buy a house, I want to do a flip. What is your advice for that person?
How much cash reserves do you have? Because a lot of times they spend all their cash on the property and they don't have a whole lot left for repairs.
Yeah.
And you can purchase something that looks like it doesn't have a lot. The inspection comes in pretty clear, but once you start, digging in there, one little thing that you didn't get to see with your eyes, That's it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Your profit's gone, you might be underwater.
Yeah.
And a lot of these really good flippers, I think, have great relationships with their contractors and know how to beat them up on price a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And that spread there makes a huge difference in actually turning a profit. Where if you're doing your first flip, you don't know any contractors, you're going to pay full price, and it's going to be very hard to make money. I'm not saying don't do it, but you really need to know what you're doing. And that brings me to this point. I think when you have again, agents, dime a dozen, it doesn't matter what agent you choose. I think when you're getting into investing, choosing the right agent can be huge when it comes to that respect.
Oh, 100,000,000% yes. And so like a lot of times the investor, they want to save and they're just focused on their bottom line, but they'll cut themselves short by choosing the wrong agent because they say, oh, the agent's only going to charge me 1%.
Yeah.
Or they're going to, not make me, like they're making a commission because I bought it through them. So when I sell it through them, that I won't have to pay. And that's just not good because value, experience, knowledge comes at a price.
Yeah.
And of course, not to say like an extravagant price, but if somebody is not feeling like they're worth, if you're not paying them what they're worth, they're not going to work for you in the way that you need them.
Yeah, there's a lot of great areas in northern Florida, by the way, whether it's Marion County, Levy County, Alachua County, so many great places that they still feel a little bit untouched to us, even though it's growing like crazy throughout northern Florida. If you're looking at buying a house for your family, you're looking at investing in real estate, I think it's a wonderful place to start. QR code is on the screen right now for Elisha Lopez, or maybe someone owns property in northern Florida. Maybe you own a bunch of land.
Yes.
You got to figure out what it's worth. You have these people approaching you. How do I really know what I can sell that land for?
And again, like you think, oh, it's just land. There's nothing on it. That's easy to sell. Maybe. I mean, if it's in an area that there's like the same size lot and they're just constantly selling, easy. But especially with Marion County, we have so much farmland and agricultural that they're not cookie cutter.
Call her. That's what you should do. Thank you, Elisha, and our wonderful guest. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate. Debt can be terrible for families. You feel like you can't put food on the table at the end of the month. Call me now. You have power.
So Ryan, not only did you literally change, our yard. I'm spending so much time outside. He is too. I mean, he can't even get off the putting green ever.
I've already gotten yelled at.
Well, you know what? It could be worse places.
That's the other problem, though, Ryan, is I got yelled at for having a bad backyard until you came, and now I'm getting yelled at.
And now we can't get him inside.
Because I just want to have a golf club.
Well, we actually have this amazing way for me to come get to you and find you out on the putting green. So pavers, talk to me about the pavers, because when we originally met, I was like, Ryan, I want some cement, I want some whatever it is. I really want that in there to just kind of like change it up so it's not just turf.
Yep. Yeah, so the travertine in this case with turf strips is a very good option for something like that. It's a very elegant look as well. Yeah. We can do pavers or travertine in this scenario like this, to where you have the strips. And it just creates a nice little pathway.
It really just elevates the area, and it looks classy, it's rich. And then we talked about my little dead area over there that we're still working on. I'm gonna put some mulch back there, but you did these bricks, why?
So the brick is a nice little landscape border. It also defines a bed at the same time. And it's not something you're gonna have to replace.
No, I love it. Our yard is just, so elevated. And this one's already talking about doing extra projects, so.
I can't help it. I mean, and because it looks so good, you just automatically think, okay, I could do this and that, and I think you should. And again, Ryan, you and I always talk about it. We live in Florida. We're not in Nebraska. We're not in Boston. We spend a lot of time outside. The outdoor areas are so important to the resale value of the house, but maybe more importantly for us, like the enjoyment of our home.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about enjoyment more than anything. That outdoor living space is huge.
I agree.
Oh, we love our yard. Stella does too. And it's dog friendly, which is huge, especially for us, because we're at her home too, and she's just wandering out. She loves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I think we're at her home.
Yes, yeah, we are. Definitely. Well, Ryan, thank you for literally changing our home, for making it more beautiful. I'm very happy. I feel like you and Justin are going to be golfing literally in more ways than one.
No question about it.
So.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I didn't say that.
Whatever.
That was me opening.
Do yourself a favor and call Delaturf if you're looking to elevate your space. Really, they can walk you through anything. I mean, they can do the pavers, they can do the bricks. Your dog will love it too. Call Delaturf today.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.